Retro Maniacs. Retro has had a busy week. We've had some cool cars come into Unbox. Found some killer deals on Marketplace this week. It's like people lost their minds and were giving away chrome chases for a hot dog and a Coke. It was crazy. Let's see what we're gonna unbox today.
Ooh-wee. We got some stuff to check out this week. Ooh. Hungry. Kinda early. Better not be that guy again.
7 o'clock on the dot, I need a crack rock.
I got up very early in the morning before my afternoon shift to show you guys a very cool car, one that I've never unboxed this type before. Check this out. You guys know I love ERTL. Check this out. ERTL Collectibles, one of the cars I helped my friend get for dirt cheap. But I was looking at it in the pictures in the marketplace ad saying, that thing looks incredibly detailed. So it's not your regular ERTL, like it's got a spinning drive shaft and everything. Flocked interior. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this. It's like ERTL really put it out for this guy. Those other chromes we're going to look at in the next few days too. These cars here are marketplace deals of the week. I don't know what it was this week with people giving away chrome chases. Funny thing is, my friend, that Ford Torino one downstairs, I found the identical one for the same price here in Stony Creek. Yeah, I was thinking about buying the one that my friend got. Now I'm thinking about buying the one here. Same price and everything, same box, same exact car. Weird. But there were some smoking deals this week, and we're going to be exploring those throughout the week, unboxing them. Don't forget, we've got a cool car on road here too, in transit. That Hot Wheels Lowrider. This guy. He's on the way. Adjustable suspension. I can't wait to get a look at that thing. So when it comes to this channel, you guys know the objective is to have fun and laugh, but also to help you guys build your collection on a budget. Not to spend a fortune, to shop around, and not to make some of the mistakes I made when I first started collecting, like buying something and then seeing it 2 weeks later for way cheaper, and then you're like, oop, that sucks. So I try to teach you guys not to make the same mistakes. We also love bang for the buck. That's why we like the Maisto cars for $22.99 Canadian. That's real bang for the buck, what you're getting. Don't mind my eyes to shower. It's been like that since I was a kid. I get out of the shower, my eyes get messed up. But this car here, when I seen it on Marketplace, I can't remember the exact cost of it. It was would have been under $100 though. And I remember looking at the picture, just from the pictures of the hood being open, I was like, wow, that thing looks detailed. Didn't think it came with a box or anything. I sent it to my friend, and my friend ended up buying the car because it was such a good deal. But from the pictures alone, I said, wow, that thing looks real detailed. And then it did come in a box. Have a little bit of a closer look. Exterior, opening hood and trunk with spare tire, highly polished electroplated chrome parts, soft PVC tires, authentically painted. Turnable drive shaft, that's something you don't usually see on the ERTLs. Soft PVC interior with movable front seats, flocked interior flooring, readable dashboard gauges, steerable front wheels, 300C firepower V8 engine, highly detailed, authentically painted. It says pure authentically, oh, the engine's authentically painted, okay. Soft PVC plug wires and heater hoses, so it's fully plumbed and wired. And it even comes with a certificate. You guys know I love ERTL, but usually they don't come with such bells and whistles. Usually ERTL, I love them, but they're kind of like the, I would say comparing the contractor to the Ferrari, which is the, I don't know. You guys know what I mean. It's like comparing a work truck to a Ferrari. When comparing it to, say, Auto Art, something like that. Usually, like, I love ERTL, but usually they don't have that many bells and whistles. It's almost like they tried to compete with silver screen machines and stuff like that, and the big names, even though it's not a movie car. But you guys know me. We check out cheap models. We check out expensive die-cast cars. We check out ones we love. We check out ones we hate, because I know what I hate some of you guys might like, and vice versa. We try to check out everything. This is different, but it looks detailed out the wazoo. I've never opened one of these. I don't even think I've seen an ERTL come in a cake box. So I'm really looking forward to this one.
Dude, would you stop being a prostate pirate and get on with the unboxing retro? Geez, we are trying to get this uploaded before you go to work. Let's pick it up a bit.
Joe, I heard you asking for a headbutt. I apologize. I cannot keep doing that. I'm too old. I'm already going to have concussion problems. Take it easy. Okay, ladies and fellas, we're excited for this one because, like I said, it's an ERTL, but it's a different ERTL. It comes in a cake box. I'm a big fan of ERTL Authentics. You guys know that. The Dodge Chargers, stuff like that they made are gorgeous. In fact, my Authentics Charger has a spinning drive shaft. This one has a spinning drive shaft as well. You don't usually see that little detail often. Even some of those super detailed cars, you're like, oh, this one will probably have a turning drive shaft. Nope. But yeah, when I seen this in the marketplace ads, Buddy had the hood open, and when I seen the details, I said, wow, that's a cheap car. I'm going to send it to my friend who is building a collection. So, and yeah, it's a lot more, like by the box, it's a lot better and more detailed than I thought it was. I thought he was just getting a nice car without a box. But this is a higher end, well, it seems like a higher end than what you would normally get by ERTL American Muscle, especially with the fully plumbed engine. So now it comes with certificate. I don't know what the, oh, ownership title, that's cool. Maybe they came, well, the models probably came in different colors as well, maybe, I don't know, because it's blank for the color and name and all that, or date of purchase, or maybe they just tried to make it look like a real one from back in the day. Neat. Comes with this. Oh, cool. Little handbook for the 57 Chrysler 300C. Our friend G drives one of these, but it's much newer than this, obviously. He drives a modern one. Okay, so first thing we look at, we take the top of the box off. There is a tiny bit of paint rash. Usually you don't see that on ERTLs. I don't see it on ERTLs. It's funny, one of the higher end ones, there's a little bit on the trunk, but it looks light enough that it can be fixed, and there's plenty of ways to fix paint rash. And I'm actually researching paint rash because we did a live, and there's a bunch of us talking about paint rash, and somebody said you should do a video on exactly what it is and stuff. So I'm actually researching paint rash and how to fix it. But that looks like it's a pretty easy fix. It's very light. You can see it on the trunk there. Very light. Heavy model. So this is exactly what I'm seeing. Now I'm gonna bet you the trunk opens. Usually trunks on ERTLs don't open unless it's like a high-end ERTL, like an authentic and stuff like that. trunk opens. Is it bolted in? Okay, it's not bolted into the cake box. We love that. Now, I love cake boxes for their protection, but what I don't love about them is for the collectors that want to display in the box, they suck for that way because you're basically displaying a picture. Like, because you can't even see the car. There's not a window. And this is heavy, guys. Wow. This is heavy. Wheels turn nice. It just, right off the bat, I feel quality. Wheels turn nice. Yeah, I feel right off the bat, first thing I think of is quality when I'm looking at this. Oh, I don't know if that was mentioned on the box. I don't know if that was mentioned, working suspension, but you don't usually see that on ERTLs. Okay, so this is a land yacht. Okay, so we're gonna start at the trunk, guys. Got a little bit of dust on the trunk. Just checking to make sure it wasn't dust and not paint rash, but no, it's a tiny bit of paint rash. So get the dust off the trunk. It's got a license plate. Is that Montana or Michigan? Michigan, my neck of the woods. Well, I'm from Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, but it's a border town with Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. So, okay, so let's start from the bottom, work our way up. We're gonna crack the trunk. In the trunk, sorry guys, that was my alarm clock going off. In the trunk, so far everything opens beautiful, guys. Like it's the hinging is beautiful. So in the trunk, it looks like a real trunk right up to that hose thing that's in the way back there. I don't know what it is, a vacuum hose or something. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's for, but it comes with the spare tire in the back. Beautifully done. I tell you, if you like these older unmodified Mopars, oh, that closes beautiful too. This is where you see the quality, guys. Just the little stuff like that, like the way doors shut, the way everything lines up. Everything lines up beautiful on it. Let's go over. We'll start on the Canadian side today. Doors open like butter, guys, like almost auto warp butter. So the seats tilt forward and back. I never got why they did that with a lot of the models. I guess maybe to make it a little bit more realistic. Now these doors, I always say take a chrome paint pen and you could touch up this and that. This is a model where it's not needed. You don't got to do nothing to this. Well detailed. The only thing you might want to do to it is do some sanding of that paint rash and shut that door. It wasn't shut properly. Now it is. The door is actually click shut. Okay, like you don't usually see that, but watch, I'll show you. Awesome. And then they don't open. That's the one thing about the Solido Porsche I just got. One of the doors always wants to open. It's beautifully done. But one of the doors always wants to open. Now this boasted, first I'll have a look-see here. Just want to make sure there's no hidden Easter eggs like an opening glove box or something. Okay, so glove box is not open. We're gonna go around. There's not a lot to see here. Gonna go around to the American side. Well, I'd never unboxed one of these before, and they're quality. And it boasted the readable gauges. Those are going to be readable, but we're going to get a better look up on the look-see set, guys, under the different lighting and angle conditions. You know that. and where we can zoom in. It's almost like we're forgetting something though. Oh, we're forgetting to look at the underneath. That's what it is. Wow. And it is numbered too, guys. It's got a number on the gas tank. I don't know what it represents. 1641GA. Don't know how many of these are made, but the way that number sticks out, it's kind of probably looks like it could be a production number, but that is very well detailed, the bottom of the car. See, I love Maisto, but they kind of just do where you could see it. And that looks like it's got a missing, might have a missing mirror. Or maybe, yeah. Okay, maybe. Okay. So yeah, so what I was saying, Maisto is a budget brand. I love them to pieces, okay? For bang for the buck, they are awesome, but they only tend to focus on detail where you see the car, like walking by and stuff like that. Underneath is not very well detailed. The engine bay is kind of, you know, mediocre. Cars like this, they focus on the details everywhere. Like same with Auto World, stuff like that. They focus on what, oh, wow, guys. Wow. That is, yeah, like I said, when I seen that on Marketplace, this is what caught my eye, was underneath that engine bay. And they did a very good job. Very good job. And don't forget, guys, like I said, we got lots of unboxings coming. I'm going to show you before the end of the video a little bit of a better look at those chromes. We won't unbox them. We'll just have a better look at them. There we go. It's got the good hinges. So you got a to make it flat, like the Auto World Silver Screen Machine General, you got to make sure you push down on it, but see the hinges? I like the original ERTL hinges. They're bulletproof and they're reliable, but they're kind of ugly, but they serve their purpose. This is a gorgeous car though. Gorgeous. Very detailed. Anyway, let's have a look at that guy up on the look-see set. That just looks like a big car, guys. Look at the wheelbase on it. It just fits on the turntable. What a land yacht. Okay, guys, so up here where we have a little bit better way to look at the car. I mean, a different way to look at the car. We can zoom in stuff up here. Give it a little zoom. Sorry, guys. Boom, look at that. Sometimes you can get that different look from the passenger side. That's awesome. Oh, and it's got the flocked interior too, if you notice that. Some models, the doors don't open as wide as others, but it's got flocked interior. It's got the PVC seats, so they're not plastic. Even look at the side of the door, even the details. And I like what they've done here. Coming around to the caboose with that Michigan plate. There's that flocked trunk. It even has a little bit of grits in there like a real trunk would have, eh? Funny. That's not from my friend, that's from the previous owner, but that's why you keep stuff in display cases, for that little stuff that you might not see that'll settle on the car. That's why mostly everything you see in mine and Glenn's collections, this is all Glenn's. Well, not all of it, not even near. but it's an investment. We got to take care of it. No smuts allowed. Especially no smuts allowed in this. That's a smut-free zone there. Giving it a spinneroony here. This is awesome, guys. It's like 10 o'clock. I'll have the video uploading. I'll still be able to do some hunting before work. Usually if I do a video before work, I'm just getting to work on time. But today I got up to go to the washroom. I got up early. I said it's Friday. I'm going to stay up. And there is those readable gauges, guys. Totally readable. That steering wheel is so detailed, eh? These are great cars. Look at the chrome. Awesome. Now for the part that stuck out in that marketplace ad to me. Right here. This is what stuck out. First thing I said is, wow, that pops. Who made that? And then, wow, guys, that is, when it looks like it was put together with individual parts and not just one big molded piece, that's the details we're talking about. That's what we love. Look at that, the battery terminals, everything. Everything. It's not a muscle car, but I think it's worthy of glamour shots since the engine's what caught my eye to begin with. Let's try some glamour shots. This is a car that is definitely worthy of some glamour shots. It was released in 2001, and wow, compared to the other cars of the same era by the same maker, for details, this thing is, you know, miles ahead of the other ones from the same time era. Wow. Underneath that engine bay, that's what caught my eye the most. That beautiful black paint. If it didn't have that paint rash, it's got that deep black paint. Wow. Beautiful car. So even though it's not my style of car, it's still a Mopar. And like I said, this is why we unbox cars that I don't know about. I might not necessarily like some of them. They're unknown to me. Because this is how we find out sometimes something that you think might not be that good is actually great. Sunstar, for example, when I first started collecting the stuff, their boxes don't look like anything special. Sunstar, what kind of a name is that? Love Sunstar. They did the best recreation of stainless steel on the DeLorean out of anybody else, in my opinion. What's another one? Motor-Max is another one that I'm a fan of. I got the American Graffiti Motor-Max for 80 bucks in the box. I removed the American Graffiti off the side of the car, the yellow car. I was going to use that as a placeholder until I got the ERTL for a cheap price. But when I compared the Motor-Max to Glenn's ERTL, they were so similar. I said, I'm good. I'm going to keep the Motor-Max. Sometimes this is how you discover things are better than you thought or worse than you thought. But you're never going to learn unless you delve into stuff you don't know about. And if you watched last night's video, if you're a toy hunter, I don't know if you hunt toys the way I do as well as collecting this stuff. If you do, you might want to check it out. It's basically just about the hobby in general to newcomers coming into the toy hunting diecast, especially Hot Wheels, that just watch who you're associating with, because sometimes people, where there's addiction, people start getting crafty, you know what I mean? And where there's money involved, people get crafty, people get hustly. I go in depth in that video, but anyway, just be careful if you're in the hobby. Be aware of who you're around. Speaking of being aware of who you're around, you guys know that 25 years ago now, well, almost 20, just under 25 years ago, I moved away from Sault Ste. Marie because it was either move away from Sault Ste. Marie or it would be a life of jail, or I'd probably be dead by now, to be honest with you. I still read the media back there today, all the time, because I read about guys that I know that haven't changed, that I grew up with, that are still going in and out of jail. Or sadly, I read about people who have passed away, whether it's school teachers or old friends that have died way too soon. I try to keep up, follow. I read Sioux Today, it's called. It's like a daily newspaper that they have. I just read a headline, Sault Ste. Marie man gets long prison sentence, or Sault Ste. Marie drug dealer gets long prison sentence. And I said, oh, I wonder if it's somebody I know. It was somebody I know. 11 years for what they described as having an enormous amount of fentanyl. I don't know if I'm supposed to say it on here, but the stuff that's killing everybody, that killed a bunch of my friends. Now I know this person. I know of him. He had a crew similar to guys I hung around. Like, it was like in that lifestyle, you all kind of intermingle at one point or another. And I knew the guy. I knew him for a number of years. I know what a lot of people are thinking. He deserves to rot in jail, stuff like that. Sadly, a lot of these guys are doing it out of necessity because they're addicts themselves. I'm not excusing it, because it killed my best friend, that shit. A couple of my best friends. My best friends in the world. So I don't excuse that. But I see it kind of in a different light, because I lived that lifestyle and stuff. And I hope that when he does his time, he gets through it, he gets out, and this has got to be it, because at this age, but if you don't change now, like at this point, if you haven't changed yet, the chances are very low you're going to change. There's still a chance for this guy. I hope he changes. I hope he gets the hell out of Sault Ste. Marie, severs all those connections. 11 years is a long time. I mean, he's been sitting in there a couple years. He's probably gonna get some time served and stuff like that. But yeah, I would not want to be going to jail at 45 years old. I couldn't. I'm too old. You know what I mean? So I could not picture that. Believe it or not, there's a myth. Federal time is easy. Going to the penitentiary, that's easy time. The hard time that you do is sitting in the district jail, going to court and stuff like that. If you don't get bail, that's the hard time. You don't get a TV in there. There's fights everywhere. It's a lot different than going to the pen. So people that get years, it's a lot easier time most of the time than provincial time. Provincial time, federal time. If I had to pick between the two, I'd pick federal time in a heartbeat. Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up in this video. I was kind of surprised reading it. I know who he is. I wasn't surprised he got caught. I guess I was surprised. Well, I was surprised he got caught. I was hoping, because I heard that he was in the union, stuff like that. I was hoping that he turned over a different leaf years ago. I haven't seen him since probably the late 90s. Actually, I seen him once on one of my trips back there, and I chatted with him. And as far as I knew, like, I believe he was going to school, something to do with a trade or something at the time. But addiction does weird things. But anyway, I guess why I'm talking about it is because it affects every one of us, all of us. We all have friends that affects. We all probably have friends that we've lost because of that. So, not a good thing to get involved with, either from the selling side or the using side. And a lot of times the selling side is the using side. So if you're involved with that, get help. There's help. I'm proof of it. I'm proof that you could beat it. I thought I was a helpless drug addict. I thought I was hopeless. I thought I would never have a car, never have a license. I was good with it. Like, I remember my older brother, who's successful, he's a businessman, saying, don't you ever want to have stuff like a car? and I was just satisfied to work dead-end jobs, and I was just literally, I was a functioning addict. I went to work every day, didn't steal from anyone, but I went to work to feed the habit. So God knows if I didn't have a job, though, I could probably be out stealing mail like the rest of them. So I was, I guess, lucky in that sense. But I guess the message is there's help out there. You can change. If you're watching this video, it's not hopeless. You can change. Anyway, guys, sorry about the lecture. I just want you all to do well. And I don't want you to die. Because if you're using that stuff, it's not a matter of if, it's when. You're a walking dead man if you're using that stuff. So get help, please, if you are. Anyway, guys, we got some good unboxings going to be coming up. We got the Lowrider coming in the mail. Going to be cracking some of those chromes over the weekend, I think. We're going to be a good one. Haven't decided if I'm going to do a live yet tomorrow or if it's going to be an unboxing tomorrow, or maybe if I'm energetic, I'll do both. But you guys are going to get something. You know the deal. Unless I'm sick or there's something wrong, you get something on Saturday. With the exception of last weekend, because I had a heavy car coming, and it was coming the day after Saturday, so I wanted to push it back a day. That's the only time that's happened, and you got a good one Sunday. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to get out the door here, go to work, get the week done. Enjoy the long weekend, guys. And yeah, I'll get some hunting done. If I see anything interesting, you guys know I'll show you guys. Come on. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all this weekend.
Subscribe to the Retro Collectibles YouTube channel for awesome diecast unboxings, reviews, and tips on how to build your dream collection on a budget. And for God's sake, please smash that like button. Let's keep the videos coming.
This beat is stupid grimy, that's a Cobra Kai kick. There's some open eyes, shit open eyes when I spit. I get wound up like dogs around the postmaster. The dough stack up with no manner. I'm cracking